Hello friends, it's been a while since I've recorded a message for BREC in Touch. And I guess that's for a variety of reasons. One is that in some ways life's beginning to get back to normal and it's a little bit busier, so there's less time. And also because I think when lockdown first started there were lots of changes and lots of ideas coming. But perhaps now we're kind of into the routine and things are in some ways getting back to normal. The traffic as I'm out cycling is certainly busier than it was, but then other things are still on hold. One of those things is going back to church, because if we attempt to go back to services now, then they just won't be like church. One of the things that I've been doing a lot in lockdown is listening to music, and one of the benefits of Amazon Prime and having an Alexa machine is that I can just choose music randomly and select playlists. And over the last few months, while I've been working particularly with background music, I've been choosing lots of worship music, but also a fair bit of mellow music, maybe film soundtracks or just ambient music which is just there in the background. One of the things that I've discovered recently with Amazon is the option of choosing a playlist called My Playlist, and basically that's something that Amazon have put together for me based on what I've been choosing, what I've been listening to, and it's quite handy. I can play it while I'm out cycling, of course at a low volume level so I can hear the traffic and hear pedestrians, but it plays some nice stuff. Just before I stopped, I've been listening to a little bit of Rend Collective, My Lighthouse, and then it skipped onto the Eagles, Hotel California. And before that, some really nice instrumental TV music, which was stirring but relaxing. And so it's quite nice that I've got this music selection which is tailored to me. But then sometimes it goes a bit off-piste. It's been playing Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, and that's okay, although I've never been a big fan of the Bee Gees. And although I like a little bit of soft rock like Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles, and some a little bit heavier, it's been choosing tracks from Guns N' Roses, which isn't my cup of tea at all, although the title of the track was Paradise City, so maybe they think there's a Christian connection and perhaps it's worship music, but I don't think it is. And it made me think that Amazon is choosing a selection of music based on what they observe of me. And obviously it's an automated process, but they're making a judgment about me and what I like based on what I show to them. And it made me wonder what kind of face I present to the world. I don't just mean this bushy, straggly, bearded face which needs a bit of a trim these days, and the haircut's slightly overdue, but I mean the character that I present to the world. And what do we present to the world, even in this lockdown where life is different? I know what I think I'm like, but I also know that this Amazon Prime music selection reflects me to a degree, but isn't completely accurate. What impression do people form of me? My hope would be that they see something of Jesus in my life and in my actions. The reality, of course, might be quite different, and it may be that sometimes they can see Jesus and sometimes they can't. But what do we present? We're called still to be light to the world, and that applies now, even though the world is changing. In fact, because the world is changing, it's more important that we present ourselves as light in this world, and that we present Jesus to people, and that we're also called to be salt for this world, salt which brings a little bit of flavour, can bring a little bit of healing and a little bit of preservation. So think about what you're presenting to the world. How does the world see you? Do they see that you're a Christian? Can they see it in your behaviour, in your words, in your actions, how you respond to situations? Or are you hiding your light under a bushel, as the Bible says? We're encouraged not to do that. We're encouraged to let our light shine before men. And so I pray that for me, that people will see something of Jesus in my life and in my words and in my actions. And as we still wait out this time where we can't meet together as Christians, I pray that my life will be an act of worship to our God. I hope that's an encouragement. It'd be really great if other people could post messages on BREC in Touch to encourage, and also let us see how your faces and hairstyles have changed over the recent months. But thank you for listening. Thanks to all friends, BREC in Touch, and do stay safe.